weighty allegations against Tinubu. Now listen to the NAN's president speak.
I was invited to Lagos to meet with Sheyi. I met with Sheyi and the Minister for Youth. The Minister for Youth, when he saw me, he hugged me in Lagos. We talked, and I was to be offered 100 million naira. But the thing is, it's not all about money. There are things which I stand for. You cannot ask me to begin to promote a president who has not done something for me to say he has done it. If he does something good, I will promote him. We will support him as the president and commander-in-chief. But where he is, you cannot say I should keep quiet. I won't do that. That we couldn't settle. And they felt that I'm being stubborn not to accept money and to come to Lagos without accepting money and going back. So they planned my abduction, and on the 15th, I was abducted. Of April, I was abducted, stripped naked, beaten seriously, in collaboration with the MD of NTA. The MD of NTA, I was packaged to NTA to make involuntary statement that I am no longer, that I have renounced my position as NAN's president. I did that to gain my freedom. But immediately I released a press statement that I was forced, it was under duress, and because I was naked, I was beaten. They claimed that they will share the video. That Sheikh told them that they can share the video, nothing will happen. And that even if they kill me, he will order. That was the word Ladoja used. It is Ladoja that is telling me this. That he will instruct, yes, he will instruct the Inspector General of Police to cover it up. And if he doesn't do that, he will go. So I now asked, even this morning when somebody was telling me that, you know who Sheyi is, I say, yes, Sheyi is an ordinary citizen like myself. He's not occupying any official position. I told them yesterday, I made it clear, that even if I'm coming to this hall and I'll be shot, I'll still come to this hall. At the end, today, the inauguration is concluded and I'm the NAN's president. I want Nigerians to know what has happened and that we are not going to give up and that Sheyi can do anything he wants to do. He's already in this hotel. This inauguration wouldn't have held. You can see the organization is not correct. See the way the things was hardly done. I told the MC, quickly start. Don't do no protocol. Do the inauguration as long as though they will be arresting or killing the NAN's president now, who controls over 40 million Aluta forces. So I want to, for the want of time, I don't want to take much of our time, but I've told you in brief. So we cannot say, the most important thing which my government, which we want to do as leaders of NANS, is that we will fight the cultists. We will take away cultism from NANS, the touts from NANS. They are just a bunch of touts and criminal elements. When politicians want to do anything, they recruit them to do all of these things, and that is what we have come to fight. I need your support for us to be able to do this, because without you supporting me, supporting our leadership, there's no way we'll be able to achieve this, because these people have gone far. They have no shame. I want to say, finally, that Sheyi Tinubu is a very bad example to the Nigerian youth. And the worst thing that will happen to Nigeria will be for Sheyi Tinubu to become the governor of Lagos State. He has no shame. He has no character. I have been strapped naked. He has my video in his phone. If we are in a country where things work, they are supposed to trace that in his phone, and he should be prosecuted. I do not know if what he wants to do with my naked video in his phone. It is also in the phone of the senior special assistant to the president on student affairs. The secretary, while we went to submit a letter to the Minister of Defense, the essay to the Minister of Defense told him that he saw my naked video while they were beating me. That is also in his own phone. This is the country that we are, but they are making a mistake with the wrong person. The honest solution to this for them to do the right thing, or they should quickly terminate my life. I thank you very much for listening, Your Excellency.
The road to 2027 has started. And it's quite unfortunate that even when the presidency has not lifted ban on campaigns, the APC government has started campaigning for 2027 presidential elections. And this is the ripples of this campaign. Despite defections from all parties, PDP and all other political parties to APC, if anybody should tell you that the presidency or the Tinubu's family are not scared of what is coming in 2027, then the person is lying to you. It is a culpable deception. Evidences are showing that the Tinubu's family are scared of the tsunami coming in 2027. If they coerce people, even as much as this, with force, to get them to support them, to vote for them in 2027 or get their followers. The NAN's president is yet indeed one of the one of the most vital persons they need, because as the president of the NANS, he has over 40 million Nigerian students who are solidly listening to him, and getting him behind them is a plus. Yet, it is not easy to find a Nigerian under this Tinubu's administration to reject 100 million naira bribe. It is not easy. Indeed. So it means this guy has his integrity and also has a name probably to protect. And these are the kind of Nigerians we want. Imagine if we have this kind of persons across all states and controlling this same number of crowds. Nigeria would be a better place. These are the kind of guys Nigerian youths should rally around to make sure that nothing happens to him. These are the kind of youths Nigerian youths must rally around to support and protect him. The narrative they are pushing is that 2027 election is done and dusted, that Tinubu will win with a landslide. Tinubu has done all his groundworks and waiting for the election to come, probably because of the mass defection, probably because of the way overpowered everybody and took the presidency in 2023, probably because Nigerians didn't even protest, so thinking that it will be the same thing in 2027. But there are clear evidences that the narrative is changing. There are evidences that they are still scared and not as people think, that 2027 is still 100% open and that they are not 100% at peace. This administration grabbed, snatched and ran away with it in 2023. As if that is not enough, they are still punishing Nigerians with weak government policies which are not actually practicable, which are not working. And as a result, Nigerians are suffering. There is no two ways about it. To get people to vote for you as a political office holder, it is very simple. All you need to do is to do the right things and the people will queue and die to vote for you. But when you are coercing people, it simply means you have not done the right thing. And there is nothing that should keep a political office holder in governance other than performance. There is no way to defend Tinubu's administration without looking stupid. There is no way. The fact that this administration increased the cost of electricity supply and abandoned Nigerians to budget another 10 billion naira to generate power for Aso Rock alone by way of solar generated energy is a stark reminder that this administration is insensitive to the plight of ordinary Nigerians. A time came, this administration said is students' loan. As we speak, some students have secured that loan and they are expected to pay back at a time. But 50 billion is allegedly missing from the student loan account, and nobody will be able to account for this. Sometimes we forget that we are dealing with human beings who also have their senses intact as much as we do. These students are not daft. They are undergraduates, for crying out loud. They use their senses, they reason with it. So no matter how you tend to fool them, it is very, very difficult for you to convince them. Now, no wonder why the NANS president acted in such a defiant manner. It will be very difficult for him to convince these students about following this administration or voting them. The pictures you will see at the end of this clip are pictorial evidences of the harassment and intimidation against the NANS president. Inflation is biting. Food inflation is on the steady increase. Nigerians who are independent and are working are finding it difficult to survive at this point. What do you then make of the students who are still dependent on their parents' earning to make a living? Your guess is as good as mine. These students must be waiting for 2027 to use their vote wisely and throw out those who put them in this mess. Thank you for watching.